Hey, fight fans, welcome back to Carlo Prusa MMA. Today I am with top MMA prospect. He is going into battle. He is headlining Combat Night this weekend. Kissimmee, Florida. He's taking on Juan Porto. He is Mr. Angel Mercado. Angel, all excited to see you get back in action here. Had some time off, had an injury you had to deal with, but you're back, you're healed up. When you had the opportunity, when Mitch called you, give you the opportunity to headline one in Kissimmee, was that a no-brainer to accept right away?
Yeah, I mean, I've been looking for a fight for a minute now. I've been having injuries, but can nothing stop this train, you know? We got another fight August 3rd at the Kissimmee at the Silver Spurs Arena, and I'm ready to put on a show. I'm ready to let it all out. I've been patiently waiting, and it's about that time now.
You've done some great things in the sport, especially in your pro career. You're on a nice win streak right now, about a six-fight win streak, hoping to make that seven this weekend. But how did you get your start in this crazy world of combat sports?
Hey, man. I grew up a street kid, just getting in fights in the streets, and I would always have fights all the time. And one of my peoples, they told me, "Hey, man, if you're gonna keep fighting, man, might as well get paid for it." So I kind of turned a negative to a positive, and now I do this professionally. But yeah, that's how I started.
You started your amateur career back in 2014. I think so many people love MMA now. They watch the UFC, they watch the big shows, but I think they fail to realize that the sport 10 to 15 years ago was not the same. It wasn't as culturally accepted. During the early days, in early promotions, training, do you have any horror stories of maybe stuff you've seen, guys fighting mystery opponents, bad medicals, unsafe conditions? You got anything wild?
I mean, I fought in a barn one time, literally in a barn in my amateur career, and it was wild though. It was fun though. Those are the best ones. The ones that are crazy, all different types of people. I mean, they didn't record that fight, which what I was mad about. But that's one of the craziest places I fought, in a barn.
Now, when you first got into this, did you think that mixed martial arts as a whole could blow up the way that it has right now in 2024?
Yeah, I always knew martial arts was gonna be the next big thing. Like I always knew that was real fighting. I'm Puerto Rican. Shouts out to all my Puerto Ricans, all my people from Orlando and Kissimmee that's gonna come out to watch me. But I always knew MMA was gonna be the next big thing, and I wanted to do something different. Everybody was doing boxing. Growing up, they watched boxing. I watched boxing. But I wanted to be something different and do something different. Be an all around fighter, and go to a different sport than what everybody else was doing around me. So yeah, I chose MMA. I knew that one day it would blow up, and we still building. And I'm finally getting to that point where I can get to the next level, and I'm excited about it. I'm ready to go. Like August 3rd, man. I'm ready to put on a show, ready to get in there and really do my thing.
Now, when you first started telling people that you were considering competing and actually fighting in a more sanctioned environment, was there a surprise to it? Were people thinking you were crazy? Was it expected?
Man, a mix of everything. I don't really come from an athletic or people who were fight like other martial artists around me or athletes around me. So yeah, it looked impossible, but um, I always knew what I wanted to do. I always knew that I can do whatever I wanted to do, and fighting was always in me. So yeah, I didn't listen to that stuff. I kept moving forward, got better, and now I'm on a 6-5 win streak, about to be in the UFC. And August 3rd, I take out another man, and I do big things, man. Don't worry about the haters.
You train at a gym that's absolutely stacked with talent. I mean, you have multiple UFC guys at that gym. You have a bunch of top prospects like yourself there. How did you get started with Fusion Excel? How did you and Coach Julian hook up?
Uh, Man, I heard about a lot of the guys that were going to Fusion, and I was training at like a small jujitsu gym, and one of my friends, he was a professional from Brazil. He ended up going over there to Fusion, uh, Thiago Banania. He ended up going to Fusion, and I eventually went right after. And I knew it was if I wanted to go pro, do anything, everybody that was pro, that was doing things, they were there. So I wanted to be there. So I've been there with, like, ever since the beginning of my last amateur, first professional fight, and just been on this roller coaster since with them, man. And the team has grown, and we're big as hell now. Like, we one of the best teams in the world right now. So I'm glad that we're doing everything we're doing. And like you said, I've been sparring with, you know, crazy, like Terrence McKinney this week. I had Mike Perry leading up to his fight. I got some sparring rounds with him. I get Phil Rowe, Lucas Alexander, Mike Davis. So many names, so many great guys that I get to train with on a daily. That's up my game to the next level.
I've been fortunate enough to be able to go watch you guys practice before, and you walk in there and it's absolutely star-studded. And what's amazing about it, you guys push each other so hard. I mean, Saturday sparring day is no joke, but it's a very family type atmosphere. You really get the vibe that everyone wants to push each other, everyone wants to learn from each other and get better as a group. How instrumental do you think that part of it has been to your success?
Man, it's that holding accountable from the team. Everybody wants to be great. Everybody's doing big things, so we want people around us on the same level, same mindset. So it's a respect, man. People have kept me on check and have kept me accountable, and it's made me a great fighter today. And I'm really feeling it in the training this week. Like, I'm explosive, I'm strong. Everything's been adding up, and I'm thankful for my team that everybody's pushing to be great because it only makes all of us better.
All right, so you're going into battle this weekend. You're fighting on combat night once again. A lot of fights for you on combat night, a lot of amateur contests, a lot of professional contests. You're one of the main attractions for combat night right now. What brings you back to that promotion over and over again, man? What makes that such a special promotion in Florida?
Man, combat night, man. Mitchell and Richard, those guys. They've been getting me fights since my first amateur, and they've always done me good. They got me good competition. I think they're the best guys to work with. They're real professionals. They always take care of the fighters. So I constantly come back because I'm a loyal person. If you treat me good, I'm gonna treat you better, and we always do our thing. They Like I said, they always fight me good fights. They keep me busy. They take care of me, and why I gotta go anywhere else for? We got a bunch of guys that come from straight from the amateurs that get straight to the UFC, going through the pro league and for combat night. So I wanted to do the same. I want to show people that you can be a combat night athlete and be one of the best in the world. And that's what I plan on doing. Going to the UFC and making my name big, and showing that champion from combat night can do that.
Your last time out for combat night, I mean, you put on an amazing performance. You took on Shami Delva. You picked up a big first round finish. Really, just pure domination from you in that contest. You're able to use the wrestling really well. You're able to take him down and finish him off with some nasty strikes. Walk me through that finish. When you had him down, at what point did you realize, hey, I could take this guy out here right now?
When the ref started telling me, "Oh, you got to defend yourself," I knew. I mean, the whole time, man. I honestly feel I can beat anybody. I can hang with the best in the world. I am one of the best in the world, and just anytime I knew. When I hit him that first time, though, and I don't think you've seen in the fight, but when I hit him once, I could feel, it was over from there.
And following that victory, I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of hype on you. I mean, that performance was one that a lot of guys were talking about. A lot of people who follow regional mixed martial arts were talking about. And I think at that point, it really reinforced the fact of where your trajectory is at. After that win, did you feel a lot of attention start to go in your favor?
Um, I mean, yes and no. I don't really pay attention to the attention too much. I just keep doing what I'm doing. Um, what motivates me is my family, is my will and want to be great. So attention, I don't really focus on that. That comes and goes. I'm just trying to be the best. Every time I go out there, I'm trying to I'm going for the dub. Like I don't ever come to lose. I don't like losing. Um and I'm fully confident every time I come that I'm coming to damage somebody, to take them out completely out. I don't have time to play games with nobody. This is my livelihood. This is everything I ever wanted. And that's the same thing that's gonna happen August 3rd. I'm coming to take somebody out, and that's how I get down. We can be cool afterwards. We can be respectful during, but it's war when I come. There's no ifs, ands, or doubts about that.
All right, so many people watch the UFC, people watch the PFL, they watch all these different mixed martial arts shows, and these guys, they're portrayed to be famous, and they see the glory in the spotlight, but so very few people understand the struggle, the climb it takes to get there. Battling it out on the regional scene as an amateur, the money's not great. You're not making $1 million to fight. Guys have full-time jobs. They have families to provide for, kids to feed. What makes you stay motivated to get through all that?
My motivation is just to be great. That's always what I've done it for. And if you really want it, you're gonna do it. Like that's what I always say. I work 2 times. I train 2 times a day. I work all day, every day, 7 days a week. I find some time to get my relaxed moments on Sundays. I spend time with my family. I have a kid. I have my business to take care of, but mainly everything's over. Revolves around fighting. And if you really want it, you're gonna do it. As much as I can say, like we as fighters, we go through all that, but I've seen a bunch of great men around me that have made it to different levels, and I've seen them do successful and well. And I always knew that can be for me as well. And I'm glad to be part of such a great team in Fusion Excel, and it shows me that every day. So, I'm so hungry right now. I'm so ready. Like you said, I'm putting everything on the line. Day in day out, I want this bad. So August 3rd, I'm ready to come. I'm ready to put on a show.
All right, let's talk about August 3rd. You're going to be taking on Juan Porto. Overall, what do you think of him as an opponent?
Respect to all of my opponents. This was a last minute opponent. They've been trying to find me opponents for the last 6 weeks. I got a couple back out, couple. I don't know what happened. I'm glad he's taking the fight. It's only 2 weeks notice for both of us, so um, respect to my opponent, man. But I really don't see anybody, in my league in this regional scene, and I'm ready to take my talents and my mindset, my everything, take it to the next level.
When you train the way you do, like every day, you don't really take any off periods. I mean, you train year round. Does it make accepting a fight on 2 week notice that much easier?
It has. It has. Not gonna lie. Being in that mindset that I'm always gonna be ready to fight. So I'm glad to be around guys like Mike Perry, Spartan Nicholson. These guys are in the gym. If you know them, like they're always ready to fight at any time. And just being around that mindset has got me in that kind of mindset and has got me prepared for these moments like this where 2 weeks, but I've been training and I've been in the gym getting ready. I mean, I've had fights scheduled, got injuries, fight scheduled, got injuries, multiple opponents pull out, but I've been ready mentally the whole time to fight.
With the win this weekend, that'll put you to 7-1. Val Woodburn went to straight to the UFC on a pay per view, fighting Bo Nickel after being 7-0. Do you
And
think
that's
you're
what we
really?
gonna do.
You think you're right there? You think you're knocking on the door?
Man, I'm right there, that's why I'm going all out. Like I'm coming to knock somebody out. I'm not coming to lay and pray on it, and even when I'm, on top of you, I'm gonna throw these fists in your face. So uh that's what I'm coming to do. I don't wanna have to take other fights after this. I'm coming to take somebody out in front of my hometown and make it to that next level and be right up there where I belong, where I feel I belong, where I should be.
What's the ultimate goal for you in the fight business?
Champ. I want to become a world champion, and whatever organization I go to is UFC is where I'm going. So I'm I have a lot of stuff going on in my life on a day to day, and trying to do day to day stuff as well as training 2-3 times a day is the hardest thing in the world, and that's been the hardest thing in the world for these last 10 years that I've been putting in this work. I can't wait to get to that next level where I don't have to do this little, work jobs on here and there. I can full time be committed to fighting, and take my fight style and take my whole career to a whole other level. So I'm ready to get past this regional stuff, and I'm ready to get to the thing. I'm not overlooking nobody, but I'm not coming to play games on August 3rd. Hell no.
This weekend you're going to be fighting Kissimmee, not that far from where you guys are at over in Orlando. I'm sure the entire Fusion Excel gym would be there. Would this be a great way to end the regional run with a big win near home, near the hometown of Orlando?
Yeah, man, we're gonna come to show out, man. All my Puerto Ricans that's gonna be in the building, all my teammates, all the fight card, got all my boys fighting, all the Puerto Ricans, my dude Germs, that guy Bruno, show up, show out, Jeremy, so many guys. My boy Nick, he from the city as well. So man, I'm excited, man, and we all coming to throw them things. Telling you.
All right, last question, Angel. In a perfect world, what's the outcome when you take on Juan Porto August 3rd in Kissimmee, Florida?
Perfect, pure domination as per usual. Clean, make it look clean, make it look easy. So, and just like I always do. That's what I'm looking for. Perfect. In and out. Hopefully I can get a little bloody, um, but clean and go off to the big leagues. That's it.
Well, Angel, I wish you nothing but the best. Excited to watch you go in battle once again. Glad to see you back being in mixed martial arts, my man.
All right, man. Appreciate you, man. Carlos, yeah, we gotta link up again, man, after the fight.
Absolutely, man. I'd love to chop it up with you. But for now, that's Angel Mercado. I'm Carlo Perusa. Stick around.